Hello Virgo and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. First of all, I would like to welcome all of those who have seen my previous videos and you like them and you subscribe them. I'm truly grateful for that. If you're new, I'd like to give you a big welcome. I'm very glad that you found me. I hope that this reading will help you in some way. Today we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the months of July, August and September from every perspective: money, career, finance and love and relationship. But as usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest. But let's get started. Your reading starts, if I can pick it up, with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords indicates some kind of a breakthrough, a new beginning, a victory. That can it can be a new idea. It can also indicate some kind of a message. It can be some kind of a document that can come into your life. So what kind of a new beginning? This is a good indication of a new job, a new adventure, a new business, a new project. It can be also a sign of a new relationship, or your existing relationship gets more stimulating. Usually the Ace of Swords brings something to our life that's going to be very stimulating for you, for us mentally. But again, this is kind of like a card of victory, a card that shows you a breakthrough when you get something, when you go through all of the issues, when you figure out how to do things, when you are able to get out of the woods and see things clearly. Aces and swords generally bring you clarity, and this is a card that brings you some kind of a major clarity in this period of time. But let's see what else we have here. Your reading starts with the Ace of Cups. So you do have two aces, so there's some kind of a major beginning in your life happening this time, because the ace, as I said, aces are new beginnings, new chapters, and the Ace of Cups indicates a chapter that makes you very happy emotionally. It can be a new job, new project, new business, new love, or your existing relationship gets very exciting. It is something that makes you so happy that you don't know whether you should laugh or cry from the happiness. And it seems like that this beginning is going to be both making you emotionally happy and very stimulating as well, from a logic, from a brain perspective. And the next card we have here is the Six of Wands. This is another card of victory. So you do have two cards that indicate victory. When the Six of Wands appears, it's the soldier that comes back from the battle, who fought very hard and won, and now he is being celebrated. So think about how this can really come into your life. In the work and career perspective, this is a card that indicates that you're going to be victorious. If you might get a promotion, you might get a bonus, you might get a new job. Whatever you are looking for, you're going to get it. And even in terms of relationship, it's a good card, because if you're single, you're going to be victorious. You're going to get somebody in your life that's going to make you both emotionally and mentally excited. And even in terms of existing relationship, it's a card that indicates that things are going well. I think the only thing with the Six of Wands, because it's a major success card, along with the Ace of Swords, you got to be careful with people that can be jealous. But it's a major celebration, a major breakthrough that's coming to you. The next we have here is the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords can indicate rest, taking a break, taking a trip to somewhere, where you need to recover, where you need to recharge yourself. It can be the card of meditation as well. It's some kind of a break that you're taking that is a very active break. It's something that is actually comes to you as a blessing. So maybe some of you are taking a break from work after the lot of work that you've been putting in, and you're going on a trip, or you just need to take some active time to for yourself. In terms of relationships as well, it might be that you've been single for a while. This can definitely this card can definitely indicate that, but it can also it is also possible that maybe your partner and you went through some difficult times, and you're taking some break. Maybe you're distancing each other from distancing from each other to recover from the previous pains or the previous issues that you might have had. So the next card we have here is the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords indicates some kind of a pain, some kind of a heartache, something that makes you sad. This can indicate some kind of a loss which you might have gone through, but it's a loss that as I said, it's giving you some sad times. Again, this can be anything. For some of you, it might be loss of a job, loss of a business, loss of a deal, loss of a contract. For others, it might be that you are taking a break from your partner, you might have broken up, maybe divorced. It's something that you are recovering from, and maybe that's what the Four of Swords is indicating, that you've been recovering from some major pain, some major setback that's been in your life. But again, I think what's very important to highlight with the Three of Swords, that you see, if you look at it, it has some dark clouds and rain generally on this card. Not everything lasts long. Like after every hard period ends in our life. And the next we have here is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups can indicate a person, it can be indicate a situation, it can be indicate you, your partner, your boss. It has a mature female energy, somebody who is very empathic, somebody who is very emotional, very caring. Maybe this is you, maybe it's your partner. But I think whenever we think about the Queen of Cups, we have to think about something that makes us emotionally happy. So in terms of a relationship, this can indicate some happy times in your relationships when you're really understanding each other. In terms of job, you might be taking a role of caring for people in the organization, but it can be also a sign that maybe you are working, or you should be working in the field of healing, caring for people, or advising them. But it's also a major card that can indicate art. So maybe you are in the field of art, or you want to be in the field of arts. This can be painting, poetry, writing, photography, anything that's really art related. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome. But before that, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because that's an indication for me that the reading has resonated with you. But it's also helps me to grow the channel, to make sure that the message gets out to more people. And for you, that's just a push of a button. But I'm also very happy to read in the comment section what's going on in your life, if you're happy to share it. So the next card we have here is the Tower. So the Tower indicates a change, a big change that you are not expecting to come, and it's practically shakes you to the core. So what this can mean, that it can mean as well that you are changing the way you're seeing things. you're changing your old beliefs, because practically when you look at it, the crown, the establishment is falling down, an old establishment. So what can that mean? Again, as I said, you might change your way of thinking. In terms of relationships, this is a card that can indicate some chaotic time. Maybe you know, you're still kind of going through a heartbreak, or after some heartbreak, you might decide that, or your partner, that probably this is the best thing to do right now is take a break and maybe say goodbye to each other. So the tower can mean some abrupt end of a relationship. It can be a divorce as well. But in terms of a job as well, it can be a sign where you lose your job, or you lose a business, or something that definitely changes things suddenly. Like, it doesn't always have to be losing a partner or a job. It can be just simply an indication of a major shift where either the organization or the relationship is going through some major transition. Because if let's say your relationship is going through some hard times and you're able to recover from it, usually the tower means that the relationship will be stronger and built up from the base to the top, and it's going to be a relationship that practically you won't be even able to recognize, because it will be a brand new relationship even though it's the same person. But let's see the next card. And I think the other important thing with the tower, that it is something that it's a blessing. So if you've been in a situation where you haven't been able to get out of it, you've been feeling trapped, the tower brings in that necessarily sudden change that you need to get out of that situation. And the next we have here is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands can indicate a person. It can be a sign of some kind of an action that you are taking, because usually the knights are doing some kind of an activity, some kind of an action, and generally this is the card of being adventurous, energetic, charming, but it's a card that can indicate some hastinesses, and this is a very rebellious and very brave, very open-minded, free-spirited. It's a very sexy energy as well. So in terms of relationship, this is a card that can bring in some fiery dating, fiery action, some sexy times in your life. Somebody who is very charming, somebody who will sweep you off of your feet, and and it can be also a sign that you might be traveling somewhere, right? So the Knight of Wands is going somewhere, it's going to some kind of an adventure. And even in terms of money, career, finance, it's a major change. It's an indicating that you are either changing jobs or you are launching your own business. It's definitely a sign that indicates some high energy, enthusiasm, and you are ready for the challenge, really, whatever it is in your life. It shows up when you have lots of ambition. Sorry. So you have lots of ambition, and you're ready for taking action. I think what you need to be careful with the Knight of Wands, that he can be a little bit hasty, and if you are staying in your current job or in your relationship, it can be a sign as well that you might be a little bit impatient and you want more action, you want more activity. But let's see the final card. The final card is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant can mean something traditional, traditional values, and it's a card that can indicate a marriage, or if you are single, that somebody will come into your life that has the same values as you, and if you're in a relationship, it can be a a time as well when your relationship turns around and gets deeper. It can also indicate some kind of a counsel who can help in and actually help out with your problems, whether it's a counsel for the relationship, but it can be also a counsel at work, career-wise, who's going to be able to give you an advice what to do. The other important message of the Hierophant, that usually it tells you that this time is not necessarily the time to be hasty. It's not necessarily the time to to think outside of the box. It kind of asks you to be more traditional and do things the way they used to be done. But it's also a very good card for a community, or some kind of it can be a sign, indication of a traditional institution as well. So maybe some of you are going back to school and learn something. I think the bottom of the card shows you the Five of Pentacles, which shows that you have some fear in terms of that you're not enough or losing something in your life. So I think whatever this change gonna be, you do have some, it's definitely a significant change that might shake you, but you do have two aces, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Six of Wands, that are signs of a major victory, and the Knight of Wands as well bring you some very exciting times. So I think as much as there's some big changes for you, you have some very exciting and some very interesting new beginning to look forward to. So dear Virgo, I hope that this reading resonated, and I'll see you again.